call Haloim La Yehovah Hashem Yahushai. Alright, this is Aria from GMS Tampa Bay 07 and GMS 13 rulership by. And I was going through videos on the internet and came across this what I believe is these are Asherites down here. This is a tribe of so-called this is a tribe of Asher, okay, so-called Colombians. And I don't know exactly what's going on here, but according to the caption, it's some sort of party or festival where they're doing drugs. All right, they're doing drugs out there, and you can look at this lady, and you can look at another cat out there. Basically, they're doing drugs, and they got a demonic possession. So a lot of people out here don't really believe that all that spooky things in the Bible. All right, when we trying to tell you that there are spirits out here in this world, and Jake is not supposed to be dealing with those kind of dipping and dabbling with any kind of familiar spirits or any of that dark magic or any of that. All right, supernatural. Okay, paranormal. You're not supposed to be dealing with none of that stuff. Matter of fact, I made another video about that. The Most High is not really dealing with all that. All right, you say that for the heathen. Let the heathen deal with that. This is completely heathenistic. All right. Play a little bit of this right here. You're gonna see this demonic possession. Completely through. Motherfucker Asher on the ground completely through. Alright, and it gets crazier than that. Alright. And this is and brothers who do the word, brothers who do the word in the city, the brothers, us in Tampa, and you get the brothers in St. Pete, brothers all throughout the United States, man. You look at their camp videos and you just see all types of derelicts come up to the camp. The San Francisco brothers. You see brothers. You see the brothers got to deal with all types of manner of people. You got these homeless people who are on the spice, the K2. All right, on different kind of drugs, Flocka and all that. What do you think that does to you? Why do you think they keep going back to that? Because it puts spirits on them. It numbs their pain. It puts all types of spirits on them. That's why you see them walking around all weird, all hunched over or leaning backwards. Seeing the guy walking around leaning backwards while we were doing camp last week. That didn't even look comfortable. When you walking around leaning backwards. All right, now you got these people writhing on the ground like worms, and that's a filthy, disgusting demon that's on you. And then you got them playing the drums in the background. You got people running around, hyping it up. And Jake loves that kind of, Jake, Northern Kingdom, man, y'all on some weird shit. That's where the Lord's gonna destroy a lot of y'all. But the beautiful thing about it is that, brothers have been saying it a lot lately. We in them times again. We in the times of Acts, where we're gonna be able to rebuke those and cleanse people of those kind of spirits. That time is coming back. Don't get surprised, man. Don't get surprised where you're gonna Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is gonna put the spirit on you to be able to cleanse people of those spirits in just a one prayer or a touch. And you'll be able to get there and cleanse them of that unclean spirit. Yahweh Shah was doing it. All right, the disciples was doing it. You gotta understand. This is the time that's coming back. The miracles are a real thing. Just like you see demonic possession is a real thing, like this. You see people walking around on drugs, talking to themselves, mumbling themselves. That's demonic possession. All right? Let's get some of these scriptures real quick. This I got right here. This is the book of Luke, chapter 4. We'll start at verse 33. So Luke 4 and 33. All right? It says, And in the synagogue there was a man which had a spirit of an unclean devil, and cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with thee, thou Yahushua of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of the Most High Yahweh. And Yahushua rebuked him, saying, Hold thy peace, and come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he come out of him, and hurt him not. And they were all amazed, which spake among themselves, saying, What a word is this? For this authority and power he commandeth the unclean spirits, and they come out. And the fame of him went out into every place of the country around about. Okay, so you see that. So that unclean spirit, that devil that was on him, hey, it immediately recognized Yahushua. It immediately recognized Yahushua, and he knew what was about to happen. He got casted out of that man. And that man wasn't even hurt. He was straight. Okay? And that spirit was gone. This is the works of Yahushua. And we're gonna do greater works than Yahushua. Alright, you gotta understand that. Yahushua rebuked them, saying, hold thy peace and come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he came out of him and hurt him not. So that devil was casted out of that man. So what much more or less than this? It could be done. It could be done. Okay. This is what goes on in our cities. Yeah, they're having a party and they hyping it all up. But when we in the cities and we doing the word, tell me you don't see derelicts walking around like this. Hey, I know the brothers in my camp see it. Every week we see it. If you don't believe it, you can look at our videos. This is on the videos. You see them coming up to the camp. Look at the San Francisco camp. Look at their videos. This is the kind of stuff that exists out here in the world. Those are demonic spirits. Because of what? Drugs. You understand? If you're susceptible to these kind of spirits, then guess what? You can be cleansed. All right, you can be cleansed. But you can look at Jake. Jake is completely through. Eve is completely through. You know the kingdom. You're on some stuff that. And this is scary, bro. Look at this shit. What the hell is y'all doing? What does that feel like? What does it feel like to do that? What are y'all taking? What are y'all taking? What are y'all ingesting? That's not normal behavior. That's the behavior of something else. Anybody in their right mind wouldn't act like that. So somebody's controlling you. Something's controlling you to do that. You got spirits on you. In Luke 4:38, keep reading. And he arose out of the synagogue and entered to Simon's house. And Simon's wife's mother was taken with a great fever, and she besought him for her. And he stood over her and rebuked the fever, and it left her immediately. And it left her, and immediately she arose and ministered unto them. So that fever completely left her. Verse 40. Now when the sun was setting, all they that had any sick with diverse diseases brought them unto him, and he laid his hands on every one of them and healed them. Yahushua. And devils also came out of many, crying out and saying, Thou art Hamashiach, the Son of the Most High Yahweh. And he rebuking them suffered them not to speak, for they knew that he was Hamashiach. Okay? This was a normal thing when Yahushua was walking the earth. Yahushua was able to cast out devils like it was nothing. And it was a miracle unto these people. And these are the times that are coming back right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we make it into 2019 that the elders, they dubbed that year the year of the miracles. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. If Elder Apostle Tahar dubbed it the year of miracles. Because we're getting into the time of some serious acts. We're gonna replay them again. This is right before the coming back of our Lord, the return of our Lord. This is coming back. All right, let's get something else. It's the book of Acts. Hold on, it's the book of Acts chapter 16. What did I want? I forgot what I wanted in here. Yeah, man, we're about to get into these times, baby. Okay, the book of Acts chapter 16, verse 16. It says, "And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Yahweh, which show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to come out of her. And he came out of her the same hour." Okay? I'll read that again. All right, I read that whole thing again. I'll start at 17. Well, I'll start the whole thing. Acts 16 and 16. "And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters, which gained by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Yahweh, which show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to come out of her. And he came out the same hour." So that same, so boom, just like that again. Cleansing men and women of devils, of spirits. Okay, cleansing men and women of spirits. This is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, this is in the Bible, and this is the times we're about to get into. We talk about the year of prophecy. This is coming back again. This is going to be a beautiful time. This is a beautiful time to be alive. Meditating on this, miracles. The miracles are coming back again. All right, we see all the false doctrines going around in Israel. All right, all through the Catholic Church and the Christian Church, these stupid Christians. All right, okay, you see everything going on in the geopolitical world. Well, another thing that's about to happen, that we see in low levels right now, because brothers are doing things in low levels right now. But what we're about to see on a level of the scriptures again is the miracles. Right, just like Yahweh Shai and his men was doing, we're going to be doing 2018, 2019 if we make it that year. Cleansing people of unclean spirits. Hey man, this is what man, come on, man. This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful, trying to get there again. We're trying to get the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, because stuff like this is wicked, bro. You got to understand that this is actually something that exists in the world. And the world needs to be cleansed of this kind of stuff. Completely wicked. Look at that. Look at that. These are our people. You got to understand, these are Israelites. Acting like complete heathens. Imagine walking up to that and just touching them and healing them. She bleeding now. Look at she bleeding out her mouth. Look at that. You got to keep in mind, yeah, they're bugged out, but these are still Israelites. This should do something to your spirit. Seeing your people like this. It should do something to your spirit. Seeing your people in such a low state. Look at that. They're cheering it on. Why would you cheer that on? This should do something to your spirit. Seeing your men and women, all right, your wives, your daughters, all right, your sons, in such a low state. Look at it. Try to get a shot of her in the mouth. And she bleeding. She's coughing up blood, just drooling blood. All right. That's somebody. That's the children. That's the children of the Most High. The children of God. Completely bugged out. Completely on some heathenistic level. All right. This is no funny stuff, man. Yeah, we laugh and we joke at this stuff, but you gotta understand these are the Lord's people. These are our people. All right. This is the tribe of Asher. These are our people. These are holy people. Look at them. They need healing. Our people need healing. You gotta pray to the Lord that He puts the Spirit on you to be able to do these things, all right? To rid our people of these spirits. It starts with believing. It starts with faith. It's the book of Mark. Like it, wrong page. It's the book of Mark, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "And they came over onto the other side of the sea, unto the country of the Gadarenes. And when He came out of the ship, immediately there met Him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him." All right, he had spirits on him that if you lock him up in chains, this man would bust the chains open, man. All right, you understand these devils work, how these spirits work? He was locked up in chains, and the spirit is on him so tough that he could actually bust the chains. All right, that's spiritual power on the left-hand side. Verse 5, Mark 5:5. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Yahushua far off, he ran and worshipped Him. All right, and that's what's gonna happen when these derelicts you see under the overpasses and everything, that come up to the camps spewing their madness on K2, on Flocka. Okay, they're gonna come up. They're gonna see the men of the Lord one of these days, and they're gonna run over to you, and they're gonna know exactly who you are. They're gonna recognize you. They're gonna recognize you, man, as men of the Lord, and damn near worship you. Okay. Verse 7, "And cried with a loud voice and said, What have I to do with thee, Yahushua, thou Son of the Most High Yahweh? I adjure thee by Most High Yahweh, that thou torment me not. For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit." So Yahushua demanded the spirit come out of this man. All right. Verse 9, "And he asked him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many." That's scary as hell, man. That's some spooky ass shit. Imagine a possessed man saying that to you. One man saying, "I am Legion because we are many." That's some scary shit. That's a heavy demon. That's a heavy demon. Yahushua is dealing with a heavy, strong demon right there, right before him. Verse 10, "And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter unto them. And forthwith Yahushua gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000, and were choked in the sea." So they drowned. So Yahushua, he put those unclean spirits. He took the unclean spirits out of the man. He exorcised those spirits out of the man, and he set them into those swine, those pigs. And those pigs ran off the cliff into the water and drowned. You understand? And they that fed the swine fled and told it in the city, and it was in the country, and they went out to see what it was that was done. And they came to Yahushua and see him that was possessed with the devil and had the legions, had the legions sitting and clothed and in his right mind. And they were afraid. So this man he was chilling. He was good. The same man that was busting off chains and fetters like it was nothing. He's clothed. He's in his right mind. He's chilling. The spirits are going off of him. The legion was going off of him. The same man with the legion on him, now he's in his right mind. Okay? The same man that had the legion on him is in his right mind. All right? You tell that to the demons on these people, or onto the local drug addicts in your city. Unclean spirits, be gone. And then they get up and they're in their right mind. They put their clothes back on. They put their clothes back on and in their right mind. Look at them, completely bugged out. Israelites, completely bugged out. And the people who saw this happen, they was afraid. They was afraid. Because that's a very strong power. You gotta understand these scriptures. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 24. And his fame went chapter 23 rather. Verse 23, Matthew 4 and 23. And Yahushua went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all manners of sickness and all manners of disease among the people. And his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought unto him all sick people that were taken with divers diseases and torments, and those which were possessed with devils, and those which were lunatic, and those that had palsy, and he healed them. And there followed him a great multitude of people from Galilee, and from Decapolis, and from Jerusalem, and from Judea, and from beyond Jordan. So people was following Yahushua because of the works he was doing. You could see him with your eyes. Here it is. We don't see the miracles with our eyes right now, but we believe that they're about to come again. So we're gonna follow Yahushua through the Spirit, and we're gonna remain in His stead. So when that day comes and Yahushua decides it's time to turn it up, guess what? We're gonna be the ones performing miracles, and they're gonna follow us. All right, they're gonna follow us. And it's all gonna be through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It ain't gonna be no spirit of us, of no man. It's going to be all through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Lord willing, we those men. But all I know is our people need healing. Our people need healing, man. And with that, I say, call Lord and Lady Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Hashem Rachal Kodash. Barakatah to all the brothers out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. Death to America. We almost out of here, brothers. Shalom.